They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Play fake it at Stafford. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Man, I wonder if
the head coach right now, because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
they'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Ready. What do you got? Libra. And middle. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Chiefs at 4-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Drill right, 22.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. The screen there for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run for it with Akers. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. There's Anthony Hitchens working his way through and sticking him behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On On first down, they'll start out with Akers. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal? In the case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. I'm going to let it point yet. Fly into the football. I'm telling you, someone's going to lead into the ball on every snap. Another nice job there for us in that conversion.
Here's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the...
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
43!
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get back and reassert themselves here. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this 35-0 now. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The final shot before the break. Stafford going up top for Kupp. And now here is another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Now a dump off here complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson, 38 yards. And the Rams take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
40 gun! 40 gun!
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Teams talk all the time about stretching the defense, and nothing stretches the field more than a deep ball. And I mean a deep ball. That one didn't connect, but certainly they'll be back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll run here with Akers. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it'll be Akers. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down at the 2. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Akers, and Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down, now here's 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And now here is another interception. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
32.
On second and goal. Stafford, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You need to put some heat on it, it helps out the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Stafford on third and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man downfield. It's Ross. He's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. John Ross, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we just saw that. That's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That force the error counts has been on the rest of this entire afternoon. They just had to hold down, but he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. At this point, you'd have to imagine this defense is just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. From the red zone now, Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Things were looking really good at half, Charles, but the story has changed, and they just sat this offense on the sideline, watch another touchdown go in the wrong direction. They're really getting blitzed in the second half.
And the pressure is really on because they need a big-time drive to calm things down. But as you mentioned, things have really gone in the wrong direction. The momentum's all on the other side of the ball. Their offense has now given their defense a lot of confidence. You know they're going to get after them here.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Rams are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Rams are right back in this football game. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And some room to work. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, 38 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. Touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because
he's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will take this across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 48 yards. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Kickoff concludes the ball game. One side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
I'm guessing in the head coach is telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close
So for Kansas City, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for L.A., their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.